together. Twilight's dress, cutting with the patterns snip by snip, making sure the fabric folds nicely. It's a perfect color and so hip. Always got to keep in mind my pacing, making sure the clothes correctly facing. I'm stitching Twilight's dress, yard by yard, passing all the details. Jewel neckline, don't you know a stitch in time saves nine? Make her something perfect to inspire, even though she hates for no time. Gotta mind those intimate details, even though she's more concerned with sales. It's Applejack's new dress. And that's the art of the shoulders hip, bolt by bolt, pruned and pressed, yard by yard, always stressed, and that's the art of the dress.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Yeah. This guy has been in absolute pain all weekend.
I thought you were going to thank the AV or something. I was trying to...
No. So Saber here, again, you guys don't know this, and I don't care if he doesn't want me to say it, I don't know what you did to your neck before you got here, but he's got like a pulled muscle in his neck. And I've watched him power through every panel this weekend. I even told him, I'm like, look, if you gotta pass on this one, he's like, no, I must make it past the finish line. So I just want you to know, I appreciate you literally chugging through this entire weekend.
It's like a migraine for like the last 60 hours.
Yeah.
I haven't had a migraine in like 20 years, and I forgot how horrible they all are. But yeah, I'm amazing. Thank you.
Yeah, amazing. Round of applause for amazing Saber Spark.
Thank you.
And then I'd also like to give a shout out. You just have weak knees.
I have weak knees.
Yeah. So I mean,
and
you know,
and a cute face.
what we're saying is we're getting old, guys.
Getting old.
Dude, getting old sucks, man. It takes forever to heal.
But no, you mentioned AV. Let's give another round of applause for AV. Thank you so much. Everything's been real good all weekend long. Thank you. AV. So again, this is the Bronies React panel. Is there anybody here who has no idea what Bronies React is at this point?
Get out.
I expected more hands. Like, what's the pony? Well, what's that? Oh, you don't know. You don't have a clue. Good.
Neither
That's how
do
we.
I.
Yeah, neither do I. I run the thing. Well,
There's
cool.
actually a new series coming out called Bronies Redact. And
It's just me deleting each Bronies React. No, don't worry about
due
that.
to national security concerns, Race Pass will be dropped from this video.
Yes. You know how it is.
Ooh, or we just animate black bars over our heads.
You know.
It's like so obviously Dusty Cat, you know? Who could this mysterious man be? We just blur out his mustache.
Oh, Dusty. The way that these panels typically work is we're going to have a Q&A session. You guys can ask whatever. It could involve the show, any of the
Ponies,
work that...
life.
You guys can ask us questions.
Food.
Those are good questions, too. It doesn't really matter what you're asking. And you know, if you say keep it PG, I didn't say that,
I say
though.
PG-13.
I say hard...
XXX.
Yes.
That's right.
Preferably don't go below that.
I got you. I saw you there. I was like, uh-oh, help him.
You saw what I got stuck on.
That's right. Mods are asleep right now.
What convention are you at?
Whoops.
Michael Scottism right there.
The Office is great, by the way. I finally watched through The Office. I had never seen it all the way through.
You completed your journey as a white millennial.
I did.
Congratulations.
I did. I got a little certificate at the end of it. How wonderful. Well, should we open up Q&A then?
I think
Get
we
right
should.
into it? Okay, well, there's
Bring it
the
on.
microphone. Don't be shy. Hey, you guys aren't shy. I love it. Hard.
So this may be like a simple question, but what are some of like the funniest or most random clips you've ever been sent for Bronies React?
Ooh, funniest or most random clips I've been sent before. Man. Okay, so I'm gonna go to an answer that this is something that never made the air. I never put it in the React. Our friend Beavids, so he did this skit once with a guy named Rob, and he didn't really tell me what they were doing. This was for the Starlight Glimmer, like her first episode. So you know, it was like the equal town and all that. Mm-hmm. And the skit that they did was they're like, okay, so I'm gonna have this Russian militant person break into the house and interrogate me. And they went so hard with it. Like at one point, he's beating him up in this chair he's tied up in, and he's got he's not actually bleeding, but there's blood everywhere, and he's like, "Why are you squishing cranberries all over my face?" And and I'm just sitting here watching this footage, and I'm like, I can't put this in. I can't put this in. you have to understand, I'm watching this, and I honestly was just like, this is terrifying to me. I'm like, and I'm gonna wait for some actual Russian militant to break down my door and interrogate me. So I was like, it was the most random thing, and to add to it, it had nothing to do with the episode. They sent me 45 minutes of footage of just Rob beating up Henry the entire time. And I'm like, thanks, guys. And then when I told Henry, I'm like, I don't think I can use this. He's like, yeah, I know.
Exactly.
Yeah, so yes, thank you. Hello.
Hello. All right, this is a question for Saberspark. When are we getting It's Beer 2?
I'm flattered at how many folks watched the original video. I've had a few
lot of people.
It's beer.
It's beer!
That was like during my sketch comedy phase in like 2015. No, I spoke to Jay Haller. He told me personally, he's like, you owe us a sequel. And I wrote it on my phone, so we'll do that. We will.
Amazing, thank you.
It would be our own private selective cringe.
Just for us.
For us.
Hello.
Hello. My voice is a little shot right now, so you'll have to like.
Is it true?
You sound a little hoarse.
Well, that's
Real funny, Race.
proud of you.
So as a viewer of Bronies React for the last maybe 12 years now, I do wonder how surreal it must feel to know that 6 years after the show has ended, a lot of people still come back and watch the old Bronies Reacts and reminisce on that stuff. How does that feel to all of you, knowing that that's still going?
Well, it feels pretty good, I think. I mean, I joined in like the later third, I think. So, but people still comment on some of my older videos, and it's a great feeling to know that we're sort of part of a tapestry, and people still appreciate and get a little energy going in the fandom just by watching some of the older clips. It's a very rewarding feeling.
Surprised how nostalgic folks are. Cool. You know, people who are like, I grew up as a kid watching your videos, and it's like, my God, first off, how dare you? I'm old. And then also, it's just kind of, I don't know. I guess we make this stuff for fun, and I don't think it's that we didn't realize, but it's like surreal for folks to say, hey, you know, I was having a bad day, I watched this video, and it really helped. And now I'm here at this convention to thank you in person. And it's like, oh, well, thank you. You know?
I'm gonna swap your mic.
Yeah, but I said my microphone.
We have a backup mic. That's what I know. Give me that one.
Okay.
Okay.
Backup mic. Thank you.
Race was not seen for another month.
Check. Here, try that one. It's better. It's beer.
It's beer.
Yeah, I see. So it's nice because we get a lot of comments on the videos of people that are like, "Hey, I'm going back and watching old ones," and just kind of like, you know, people are at that point of like, "Oh, I'm reliving my childhood," or "I'm watching this for nostalgia." And I think one of the really rewarding things about it is that people are like, "This is just as good as I remember." And I'm like, "Oh, thank goodness." This is way cringier than I remember. Wow. But that is really rewarding. That people, I mean, that we have all of you here joining us here today, you know, for a Bronies React panel, that, you know, a series that we started back in 2012. And,
Crazy.
you know, not only that you all are all here, but, you know, the conventions, you know, want us, you know, with these panels and whatnot. And it does mean a lot. And the support's been incredible over the years. And it's just, rewarding is the right word.
Yeah.
And I don't know if you get told this enough, but you do still deserve all the support after all these years, Race. All of you, matter of fact.
I appreciate that. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Oh, after all these years, Sonny, oh, that feels so good in my old bones.
Here he goes. Hello.
Hello. So, Race, I must ask, can you give an update on the person that's holding your Zootopia 2 spot right now and
Yeah.
see how they're doing?
So we did have a number of volunteers. Some of them were from Italy. I appreciated that. They did struggle on getting out there in time. I think my wife's holding my spot right now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Can-
and she
can-
sent me something about lawyers, and we got to talk. I don't know, but I think she's doing great. You know. Yeah, I made a promo for Ponyville Ciderfest for those that didn't see it, and it was me standing outside of the movie theater asking for anybody to hold my spot for Zootopia 2. So,
Can we get a phone call update?
a phone call update? She's not
Oh.
awake. She's
She-
sleeping in
she
the
blocked
sleeping bag.
him. She
That's
blocked
I was gonna say yes, and then I'm like, oh, that will really get me in trouble if I wake her up. Can't do that.
All right, then. I guess she is sleeping on the sidewalk with her blankets and pillows. Love you, Sarah.
Yes, thank you, Sarah, for holding my spot.
Sarah.
Yeah, Sarah, my wife. Again, for those of you that came out to the Who's Line shows, she's the one who puts those together. So she's
The
you know,
unsung hero.
yeah. She does a lot of work on the lead up to the weekend. She's the one that if anyone's submitting prompts or lines or anything too, she's the one who goes through and sifts through those. She says they're all great suggestions, and some are better than others. So if yours wasn't selected, don't worry, it was probably really good. So
Buy everything too.
you want to buy everything too? Oh my God, can I afford to buy everything twice?
In this economy?
Sell everything?
Yeah, right. I sold my beloved.
That would be hopefully not. Hello.
Hello. Referring back to an earlier question, is that one Beavis skit video now lost media?
It might be.
Damn.
He's a bit of an archivist, so he might still have it.
He might still have. Yeah, that's true. He might still have it. I was gonna say that I lost a hard drive at one point, which is it stinks. The hard drive. Now, to be fair, sometimes hard drives just go bad, but don't worry, I destroyed mine myself. I had it plugged into the wall, but the cable's like hanging like a foot off the ground, and I decided, you know what, I'm gonna walk right through that area at one point, and I remember hearing something land on the ground pretty heavy, and I'm like, oh, well, there goes everything pre-2014. I was able to recover quite a bit of it, but like a lot of the old con footage was on there. Old Bronies React, or like the original footage that I had of that stuff was gone. And yeah, I'm someone who I'm not like a hoarder per se, but I am like,
Yes, you are.
no, okay, a little bit. But thank you that I'm not a hoarder. Is that why you're clapping? Oh, that I broke it? Oh, thank you. Yes. Great job. So, yeah, no, that was unfortunate. I really like holding on to stuff like that. I do get really nostalgic. I often will go back and watch old vlogs and whatnot, or just old videos, just kind of reminiscing, just like a lot of people are currently doing with the Bronies React series. So, yeah, that is kind of lost media probably at this point. I mean, we made that after that, so it's probably on a hard drive somewhere, but I might have deleted it just out of my own safety.
For what?
The Russians.
Fair enough.
Yeah, fair enough. Hello.
Okay, so my question is, are you guys planning on doing any more Bronies React to the season 1 finale or the season 2 premiere?
So, we have in the works, and this is a light in the works because I don't know when we're going to get back to it. Honestly, life's been very busy of recent. It's been a very good busy of recent. But we actually were working on a Bronies React to the season 2 premiere. Yeah, because we had never gotten to that. When Discord shows up, we'd never done anything with that. Now, season 2 finale, obviously that was the first episode that we had ever reacted to. The season 2 premiere was something that I did want to put together, and we actually started doing that a while ago. And we had some stuff come up, and I was like, you know what, I'm going to hold off on the project right now. Not something that I often do, but it was a necessity at the time. And so that is something that I anticipate at some point will be coming out. And it's going to be funny looking back, because now the footage is going to be like over a year old. And I'm going to be like, did I say that? Wow. Okay, I did. But, it's also footage where it's like, it being a year old shouldn't change the fact that we're still reacting to something that was from, 13 years ago? So it's like, okay. But no, that's something that technically has been in the works and eventually is going to be released. So still kind of working on it right now. Probably going to pick it up again here once things start slowing down, because I'm very busy throughout the year with our racing season. And that's one of the things that I've been trying to catch up on with a lot of editing. So with that coming to a slowdown point in the year, I might start picking that back up and seeing if we could get that out to you guys. So you guys want to see the season 2 premiere, Bronies React?
Yeah.
Cool. So, yeah.
All right, and second question. You guys want cookies?
Yes.
Always. Cookie.
That was a great.
Thank you.
You should have frisbeed it, Logan.
Like Scooby-Doo. Just catch my mouth.
Yes, thank you, Logan.
We got 2 Pips and an Izzy.
2 Pips and an Izzy. That sounds like a sitcom.
Yeah, there you go.
I love how these faces advance over the weekend, by the way.
So it's squishy.
I love it.
Squishy.
Well, thank you again. Hello.
Hello. Considering how long the Brony fandom has existed, about 15 years at this point, you have a nice mix of fans who have been in the fandom for over a decade and are in their 30s, maybe even 40s, as well as like people who are newer to the actual fandom itself, who are in their teens and early 20s. Many of them, probably in this room, are part of Gen Z right now.
We'll still make fun of them.
Yeah.
Yes.
Don't make fun of us too.
So yeah, my question is, how do you feel about the fandom being sort of generational in a way?
That was great. It's fantastic. Like I remember back when conventions started really and this is going to sound funny, but when conventions were embracing more the idea of like, look, we have like a lot of college age, people coming on and going to these conventions, or adults, or young adults, but there came a point where cons were like, we should be catering to the kids too, and hello, target demographic, probably a good idea. And so cons have embraced that, and when we saw that propping up again 10 years ago, that was why. It's like this is the future of the fandom that we're looking at here.
Exactly.
And
there's a lot of Gen Z, particularly girls, who are like in their very Gen Z way talking about the main 6 being like, oh, Rarity, that's just how she is. She's a sassy girl that way, or that's so Fluttershy coded or whatever. And I'm just like, I'm like, yeah, it makes a lot of sense that the targeted demographic would like the show, and that indeed the passage of time goes on, and these kids who grew up when they were like 10 and 12 are now in their early 20s. Because at Everfree, there's a cosplay troupe, yeah, she's super sweet, her and her friends, and they're like, oh, we grew up with watching your videos and watching the show, and now they're at the convention cosplaying, having a great time. I'm like, how cool is that? It's almost like this fandom's been around for so long that now the Gen Zers have finally caught up and go to the conventions and have fun. And which is even funnier compared to the folks who grew up with the show during the 80s, who must feel ancient. Dusty Cat.
And me.
Silver Quill. No.
That's right.
But, I'm sorry, I'm not sure where my answer's going, but I think it's really cool. It just goes to show that it is generational. Hasbro's like, yes, it is. Generational wealth.
Oh, yeah, I've noticed like an uptick in merchandise in the past like 2 years. Like Hot Topic started selling MLP stuff again, aside from Gen 1.
It's good to see.
Yeah, we've talked about this where it seems like it's taking off again. Like
what's interesting, correct me if I'm wrong, but it feels like G5, God bless it for trying, Hasbro's like, that wasn't quite what we wanted, which is, but they're like looking at G4 being like, well, why is this so evergreen? because you had people work on it where you gave them creative freedom to do what they want. So I was told for G5 it was not really the case. They was a bit more restricted with what they can do. And also I think they had the trouble of distribution as well. But I digress. I wonder what G6 is going to be. That's the big question.
If we get it.
We will.
We'll get it.
We'll get it.
And it'll
Remember,
Hasbro's like, you're gonna get it one way or another.
money. Yes, we do.
and it'll be so fly like a G6.
Who would have thought that we'd be quoting? Hey, calm down over there.
I
I was gonna say, who would thought that we'd be quoting the Tom and Jerry movie to this day? Me. Thank you for your question. And
Are there any Gen Zers in the audience? Well, how Gen Z, how y'all doing, by